And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
More like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and bring
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic. That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's and we work.
Yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How
I
do you do it?
mean,
Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this
time,
with
when,
you.
when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try this
you gotta
with
think
you.
of something funny
All
and start laughing.
Do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look
happy-
like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well out there, enjoying your Tuesday. Some people call this Monday part 2. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping you guys are all having a wonderful one. Remember to do something amazing and positive today. Because why? Because today is Tuesday. Tuesday, y'all. You know what I mean? We're almost through the week. That's a lie. We just got started. But anyway, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful one, making it a beautiful and positive one. We already got a super chat. I got to give the super chat a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Sweet Indigo, 45. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She says, good morning, everyone. Smiley emojis and a whole bunch of purple hearts because, you know, we are in a purple room. So I appreciate it. Sweet Indigo 45. Okay, I appreciate it. I really do. Good morning to you. All right. And good morning to everybody who's starting to file in. And if you're feeling some goodness today, if you feel the goodness in your body, you know what I'm saying? Your veins pumping with good vibes, please hit that like button down below. Let's send this show all the way up. Let's show some love, if you don't mind. Hit that like button, okay? And then also, let me just say this one last time. I say it all the time. I do say it all the damn time. Hit and destroy and nuke that subscribe button. Okay, we working hard out here in these streets. I don't know how else to say it to you guys. You know what I'm saying? We're here trying to provide as much entertainment, edutainment as we can. You know what I'm saying? For the love of God, just crush that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Make your presence known. All right? Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying your day. Today's a good Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I finally got some coffee because I didn't have any yesterday. So I'm feeling pretty damn nice right now. Yes, sir. So if you guys are feeling that, you know, definitely give me a coffee emoji in the chat. All right? If y'all sipping on something good, hopefully non-alcoholic. If you are, hopefully you're in a different time zone. Okay? Because it's not even noon in my neck of the woods. I'm just talking about my neck of the woods. If you in Australia, that's another conversation. All right. That's like good night or actually good afternoon tomorrow. I think something like that. We're just going to roll with it. Okay. But anyway, we got to jump into some stories. But before we do, we got my brother and my sister in the hazy. You know what I mean, Breon?
Hey, how you doing?
And chilling. And we got David up in this mother lover. How y'all feeling?
Doing pretty good. Good morning to everyone out there, especially in chat. It's good to see you guys again.
Yes. Great to see you guys again back in the chat. Thank you so much. Romulus clouds coming over in the southeast region.
It's too early for me to be excited about anything.
Oh, God, man. I mean, you know, it's okay, baby. You can be happy about something. You know what I mean? You can be excited about something. You know what I'm excited about?
What's that?
We got Lady Justice in the house today. That's what I'm excited about.
Hey.
I mean, I was going to say, is there a delay? Hello? Is this thing on? It is on.
There's a delay here today. The mind is a little slow.
It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't even talking about you, Lady J. I was talking about David's mother loving ass. He didn't even say nothing. He didn't go, yeah. Not even a fake David response. Like, yeah, it's great. Lady Justice here. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even do nothing. He's just sitting there chilling.
You're happy enough for both of us, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know if she's going to be here until like a minute ago, so it's mostly just a surprise.
Oh, yeah. Surprise. Sorry. Welcome to the show. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing wonderful out here. Shoot, I haven't seen you. We haven't had Breon on the show in a little bit. So what's been up with you lately? How you feeling, by the way? What's good? What's popping?
So I am feeling good. As you know, some of y'all know, I had tested for the plus, we can't say it on air, but I'm good. But then I tested negative. So yeah, so it's all good. I missed Lizzo, but hey, it is what it is. I had a bad tension headache, but I think that's from the stress leading up to me taking off some time from work for the next several weeks. So I was just trying to wrap everything up with that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wait. So you caught the bug, and then a day later you were negative? Like, how many days was it between the time that you found out to the time that you didn't?
I think it was two days. So
wow.
Let me see. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? I can't remember what day I posted. And then it was Saturday that I found out I was negative. Like literally, like 2 hours before the concert. Well, before I should have left to head to the concert. But then again, I had this massive tension headache, so I ended up not going. But it's probably better, because if you don't really know what's going on, then it's better to keep everybody else safe.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, to keep yourself out of harm's way or anything like that. Obviously, I mean, we got plenty of things to talk about today. We got to jump into the news here shortly, but I do have some questions for you if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had some family members as well catch this thing that we're all trying to run away from as well, but they were up to date as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask you, like, what kind of symptoms were you having? And I'm
none
going to none except for a headache.
I mean, I did have allergies, and I did have a headache, but I remember I went to the chiropractor and I actually had a lot of tension. And so let me just roll back. So I'm taking FMLA to do some medical treatments for the next several weeks.
My life already? What?
Huh?
My life already? FMLA? I'm sorry.
Family medical leave. So I was stressing last week, the week up to this week, trying to make sure my I's were dotted and my T's were crossed. And I think that caused a lot of tension. I get a lot of tension in my traps and in my neck. So I had a headache and I had allergies, but I knew I had already had the appointment set 3 days before the event because my best friend is a conscientious objector. So being that we, us folks who have the pineapple blast can still pass things on, I wanted to ensure she was safe. I wanted to ensure the public was safe because I had just driven Uber and Lyft, and we had our final day of the state fair here. So you just don't know. Yeah. And then it came back with that plus sign. And I was like, okay, well, I have a tension headache, but that's it. But then the next day, the day after that, I was fine. So I went and just made sure to get the nasal swab because they say sometimes that could be better detector than saliva. I don't know. And then, then it came back negative. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I guess there are some, obviously there's some benefits to getting up to date, getting the pineapple blast. But it's interesting because had a family member catch it as well. and they didn't really have any symptoms at all. They said, oh, I just got a little congested and that was it.
Yep.
And I couldn't taste anything. Yep. They got those symptoms, but other than that, they didn't get anything else really.
Yep. That was me in November. So
yeah. I mean, but that was before being up to date. You know what I'm saying?
That was before. That's
pre-Pineapple Blast. So that is just very interesting. Go ahead, David.
Did they test you for antibodies, or they just
No. So I haven't really thought to do any of that because I literally had the appointment set just for the Lizzo concert. So nobody was anticipating
anything for Lizzo, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was not really anticipating that. So yeah,
it can't hurt to get another test because they do have the chance of false positives as well. So
and
it's a good idea to get that. Okay.
So I got the second. I got the nasal, and that was negative. But I still want to keep people safe. So it's like day, I don't know, 5 or 7 or something like that now. So yeah.
But I'm glad. I mean, in all realness and all seriousness, I'm happy that you're okay. You saw because when you put out the information on our Discord, and if you haven't done that, join our Discord, please. I was like, oh damn, because I thought it was gonna hit you like a semi. You know what I mean? Like I thought you were gonna just get hit and you're just gonna be grounded for a little while. So I was praying for you. So
I appreciate that.
There are some benefits to being up to date here, guys. Yeah. And of course, we do have a conversation that we are going to be having here in a little bit about Nicki Minaj and the information that she's putting out there in her tweets and stuff, and the fact that she has a certain amount of responsibilities within her platform and all that, which we are going to get into. So we will be circling back to this conversation here very, very soon. But I am actually really happy that you're okay and that there are some benefits. Obviously there are some benefits to getting the poke. And of course we're going to be talking about this here very, very shortly. So let's get into this. Let's get into these stories real quick so we can get down to that part. Okay. I guess we're going to bookend this show, starting with this, and we're going to be ending with this conversation as well. But one thing that we definitely got to talk about right now is we have to talk about Larry Elder. Larry Elder is a clown. I'm just going to say it. I think everybody knows how I feel about this man. Next time, if somebody throws an egg, make sure you aim right, like plant your feet, know what you're aiming for, and then just chuck that sucker if you're aiming for Larry Elder. Okay. Now, recently, this makes me want to throw an egg at him. Recently, a video has popped up where he is talking about the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman, the Trayvon Martin murder. All right. And the murderer by the name of George Zimmerman. Now, he says in this particular clip, which I put up on our Twitter page. So please go follow us on Twitter, The Pascal Show, one word. Please go follow us there. This is where I'm dropping a lot of other videos as well. But in this particular video, he says that he would love to have George Zimmerman as his neighbor defending this murder. He's justifying the murder of Trayvon Martin. This is a man that's running for election over for governor of California, y'all. I just want to point that out. And this is the other thing on top of it is, I think this is the only time that I've actually liked Piers Morgan. Is that ever possible? I'll say hell to the no, but I guess hell has frozen over today. Let's take a look at this video, shall we?
Question. Do you think that Rachel Jeantel is stupid?
I think that I would rather have a George Zimmerman living in my neighborhood, and maybe if George Zimmerman were living in my neighborhood, we'd have fewer Oreo Castros. I thought we wanted people to be proactive. I thought we wanted people to say something. I know I'm answering something different than ought to be answered.
Could you just answer my question?
George Zimmerman like he's some sort of criminal. He's not a criminal. He's
George
a guy
Zimmerman
who cares about his neighborhood.
shot dead an
He's a guy who
unarmed
cares about his
teenager.
neighborhood. He's a neighborhood watch guy. Don't you want people who are proactive? And there was crime in that neighborhood, Pierce. I live in South Central.
There wasn't crime from Trayvon Martin in that neighborhood.
The burglar bars are not on there because of George Zimmerman. They're on there because of the minority of thug in the community that's messing up everybody's image and reputation. This is why people profile. Instead of being angry at George Zimmerman, be angry at the minority of the thug who's committing these kinds of crimes.
Okay, if I could jump in again. So just to clarify, though.
I'm sorry. I have to stop this real quick because I've been watching this. I've seen this over and over again because I still can't believe the words that are coming out of this man's mouth. But the fact that he is sitting here trying to say, blame the minority, blame the stereotypes that are out here for why Trayvon Martin is dead, not the man who is holding the gun, standing behind the gun and pulling the trigger. Don't blame him. Blame society. Blame the stereotypes. This is what he's saying. And this is the man that's running in California. Now, I don't know what kind of, I don't know what drugs he's on. I don't know who's paying him to say these things. But to me, I go, this is just the idiocracy that is coming out of this man's mouth is absolutely profound. And I still, to this day, cannot believe that there are men and women out here that speak like this, especially about a young boy that was doing nothing. I'm going to continue, but I had to say that because it's just eating away at me. Thanks for letting me stop, taking a pause. But yeah, this is ridiculous.
Trayvon Martin wasn't committing crime.
It was an unfortunate incident. Two people had preconceived notions about each other. It never should have been happened. Doesn't make George Zimmerman a criminal. I used to work in the DA's office, Pierce. I'm telling you, it was a dog case, a reasonable doubt case. Nobody I know would have filed the case.
Yeah, well, we disagree, obviously, about that. I think it's completely wrong.
Obviously.
That George Zimmerman should get no punishment at all for killing an unarmed teenager.
He's got serious punishment. He can't go anywhere. Are you kidding? He's a marked man. Well, he's going to be sued civilly. He will never have a moment of peace. He killed somebody. Morally, he's got to deal with that, Pierce. He recognizes that. He's not in.
Larry, if I may
he
respond,
recognizes what he did.
I may respond.
Sure.
You know, some people would say that he's got it easy compared to Trayvon Martin, who
he gets to live. He's not 6 feet under. Sure, he's got a life of ridicule. Sure, he's got a life of ridicule. Sure. But him still alive, man. He ain't dead. Like, he gets to be able to do something that Trayvon Martin doesn't get to do at all anymore. He gets to live on. He gets to have and experience what life is and how beautiful life really can be. I'm sorry. It's just, let's continue.
who he killed. So much as people feel sorry for George Zimmerman not being able to lead the life perhaps he wished he could, at least he can lead. At least he can lead a life. At least he can lead a life.
Nice to have had a George Zimmerman in Cleveland and maybe already.
I don't want George Zimmerman doing my neighborhood watch patrol. No, I don't.
10 years.
I don't. I've got 3 teenage sons, Larry. I don't feel comfortable having somebody like George Zimmerman marching around as some wannabe vigilante, armed with a gun, potentially killing my kids as they come home from a store with a bag of Skittles and a can of soda. No.
There you have it. I mean, this is somebody who's running in California right now. I'm sure he's not going to make any. He's not going to win. You know, he's not going to get any further. But at the same time, this is the same kind of crap that we're hearing from conservatives, just from black conservatives. And that's what's so frustrating to me, because you could easily take this kind of situation and go, hey, all right, I understand that these things happened. And yes, and you could still be conservative, but also be logical at the same time. Doesn't mean just because you go over to the right side, to the red, doesn't automatically mean that you have to side with every single thing that they side for. You could literally go in there and say, hey, these are my thoughts. These are my opinions. I don't entirely agree with such and such, but I do believe that George Zimmerman is wrong. I mean, there's so much logic that is not there, that has been completely just blotted out in that whole thing. Like I've said before, you know, it's like that scene in Billy Madison. We are all dumber for listening to this. Your answers are wrong, and may God have mercy on your soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just, we just lost our IQ points just for listening to that. And I'm sorry for bestowing that upon you guys. I'm sorry to the congregation. But on some real stuff, this is the real thing here. It is profoundly idiotic. And I feel like every single black conservative feels like they have to go down this route just so that they can get the vote. It's just sad to me. David?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know, it sounded like he was improvising a lot of that speech. He's acting like he knows what Zimmerman was thinking and is thinking right now and doing. So either he's close friends with the guy and talking to him all the time, which I don't think is true. I haven't seen any evidence of that. Or he's just trying to provide a scapegoat without actually knowing the guy whatsoever or why he did anything. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. But ultimately, like you also in the whole winning thing, like you said, he's not going to probably win. I mean, he is the most popular of the Republicans for sure. He's got around 30% support, but Newsom has about 55% support. And there's only about 5% support for all the other possible candidates. So Larry Elder is the only one with any significant amount of support out of the Republicans in California. However, there's just simply not enough votes on the recall for Newsom to even make that an issue, most likely, unless California's polls are completely wrong. But even Trafalgar, which is a Republican-based poll, says that Larry Elder will lose. They're putting him at about 30 points up from everyone else. And like I said, about 55 to 60 points for do not recall on the recall issue.
Breon?
So what frustrates me about his comments is that we continue to treat Black minors that are teens, especially that are teens or preteens, as if they are adults. Quite honestly, I'd rather have a Trayvon Martin who's just coming from the grocery store with a pack of Skittles walking through my neighborhood to go home than a vigilante neighborhood, unhinged, watched individual who would disobey what the dispatch was telling him, to not follow, to not engage, and then wind up with a minor or any individual, but especially a minor, dead in the, well, not necessarily streets, but in the neighborhood. I think that it was irresponsible of Elder to make those comments. I think it was highly insensitive. I'm not surprised that it was Elder making those comments. But I just think that we need to do so much better in considering what happened here. Trayvon was an innocent. Zimmerman took it too far. He should have never stalked, should have never engaged, should have never assaulted or went after Trayvon. And now we have a minor who cannot live out their potential. And I think that that's a shame. And if our politicians cannot focus on that as an issue, quite frankly, they have no business being politicians.
You know, I and that's beautifully said, both of you guys, and I really do appreciate you guys saying what you needed to say here. I also do feel this, and this is just in my bones. Like, I feel down to my marrow. I'm not kidding. I feel like stuff like this, clips like this, should instantly omit that person even having the possibility of being elected. The fact that you're going to go out of your way to step up there, go onto a platform like Piers Morgan, Fox, even CNN, it doesn't matter. And you're running for a state or even for a country, and you're sitting here and you're siding on someone who literally murdered a man, literally murdered a young man, and you're justifying that? To me, that should omit you from even the possibility of being elected. In fact, forget that. It should also be the idea of That should be a turnoff for all of us, y'all. But for some odd reason, we are all out here, not all of us, but there's a certain amount of people that are out here that are watching this kind of stuff and going, yeah, damn right, what he said. I'll make him my neighbor. What the hell? How is this even a real thing? He said, this is the other thing he said in here, and I just wanted to point this out. He said he feels bad. He's been ridiculed and all that stuff. Do you know what this mother lover did in 2016? Do you know what he did after the trial? He auctioned off the gun that killed Trayvon Martin for $250,000. $250,000, y'all. If he had any remorse, he wouldn't have done that. If he felt some type of way of doing something like taking a young man's life, he would not be putting that up for auction so he can grab a bag. And yet we have somebody like Larry Elder out here saying, oh, it's okay. He could be my neighbor. I'd rather have that than Trayvon Martin, when Trayvon Martin didn't do a damn thing. This is the other thing that makes me think of Elijah McClain and a bunch of other young men and women who died because somebody wanted to lean on the R word. For me, this kind of thing with Larry Elder, I don't want to talk about him. I really don't. But then I saw this video last night, and I'm sitting there going, this can't be real. This dude can't be serious. But this is a person that's siding on something that was so wrong. And he's trying to find justification for the murder of an innocent young man just so he can get some votes. To me, that's sad, y'all. To me, that's absolutely sad. Real quick, we do have a $5 super chat. I want to say a big thank you to Belo Gino for the $5 super chat. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. I'm so sorry. Belo Gino, I think. He says, guys like him and CO, we know who he talking about. She female, just so you know, are the reason why black folks will never trust Republicans' agenda. Not even Tom Scott either. Yep. I mean, here it is. I feel that there is a certain paint by numbers criteria for all black conservatives if they want to be thrust out into the limelight. You can put in what's her Kim Classic, whatever her name is, used to be a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Or sorry, exotic dancer. I'm sorry. No offense to any lady who does that stuff, or men who do that. You know what I mean? Shout out to the sex workers. But this is a woman who used to be working the night in the exotic dance clubs, gentlemen's clubs. I don't even know what the right word is anymore. But used to work at the strip club and wanted to run. And I think in Georgia. And she just followed a paint by numbers criteria to make it seem like, yes, I'm a black conservative, so they can scoop the bag. Real talk. Just all eyes. I feel like Larry Elders is doing the exact same damn thing. Oh, let me be salacious. Let me just throw out and be bombastic. Let me say all these things that you're never going to hear. You won't hear normally from a black person. So I can scoop and grab this white Republican vote. To me, that is absolutely ridiculous. And there you have it, y'all. I feel like they look at somebody like CO and they go, oh, wait. So if I do this, but I just say these words a little bit differently, I can have my own talk show. Think about it, y'all. It's all paint by numbers. And maybe I'm insane. But it's all paint by numbers, y'all. It's paint by numbers. Look at it. Somebody set the foundation. Somebody else out there was willing to put their black neck on the line, their black conservative neck on the line, and create this paint by number foundation. And now all these black conservatives are doing the same damn thing. And 9 times out of 10, I mean, I'm saying it, F it. 9 times out of 10, they don't even believe the crap that's coming out they damn mouth. But yet they're the ones who have to go home and look at themselves in the mirror. They're creating their own nightmare. Literally. They're living their own nightmare. It's extremely, to me, extremely sad. We got another $5 super chat. Thank you so much from the Pioneer. Black conservatives serve one purpose in the Republican Party, and that's to say racist and offensive things that white Republicans couldn't get away with. You know, the Pioneer, you ain't wrong. That's what I mean. That's you're basically echoing what I'm saying right now, which is paint by numbers. Follow this criteria. Oh, you want to make the best movie in the world? Follow this criteria. Follow this breakdown. Here's the foundation. Here's the structure. Same thing. Same thing. You want to scoop a bag? And you kind of believe in these things on the conservative side? Are you willing to say some crazy, salacious, and reverse racist words, racist things against your own people? You cool with that? Bet. Come on here. Come on over here. We got a book. It's called the Candace Owens Fundamentals. Here you go. Enjoy yourself. That's literally what's going on here. He just took it a whole another step further with trying to say, oh, I would love to have this racist murderer as my neighbor. He definitely lost the black vote, in my personal opinion. Just saying that out loud. But I guess we're going to have to find out as time goes on. But that's Larry Elder for y'all. Larry Elder, everybody. You can go sit down now. But let's move on to something a little bit lighter, shall we? I know we kind of started kind of hard. I'm sorry. It's okay, though, right? Y'all forgive me. I love y'all. Well, but here, real quick, before we go into Information Man Show, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says, yes, but I believe Larry Elder believes what he says, brother. You know what? Hey, if you straight up are drinking the Kool-Aid, all right, eventually it's going to seep into your bones, get all the way down to your plums. And he's been doing this for a very, very long time. So, yeah, of course he believes what he's saying. This man is brainwashed. I mean, actually, I shouldn't even give him that benefit of saying that he's brainwashed, because that's not being brainwashed. That's just somebody being idiotic. That's just somebody being insane. That is just somebody who is hungry for the attention and the money and the power. Not somebody who's actually after this for the good. Like, you know, why are you running for governor? Because you want to do something right, do something good for the people. And I'm not only just saying the people, I'm saying everybody. Really? Or are you only doing this for the money, the power, the fame, so you can eventually get a book out? Because he has a couple books, by the way. Just saying, what is his intention? What's his motive? Is his motive good? I think not. You coming out saying something like this, your motives are not good. Your motives are completely askew. That's my personal opinion on that. But we're going to make a left turn. Hey, see what I did there? And we're going to go into something a little bit more fun, a little bit more light, okay? The Met Gala happened. It happened. Like, can I say something really quick? Because I don't know. We're going to be looking at some of these things. David, you did send me a link, right? I think I pulled it up. Let me make sure.
Yeah, on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pull that up. Sorry, guys. 1 second, y'all. Appreciate your patience. In a comment, or sorry.
I send it over private just so you can have it there.
Is it like the today one?
I just over private. I just sent you the full recap.
Okay.
But there's also a really good one about Kim Kardashian memes that I'm sending as well. I think it's funny anyway.
Well, we got to take a look at this because oh, this one, okay. So I have this. But we got to take a look at some of the Met Gala stuff. Like I said, we're gonna make it a little bit light right here for a second. This is just I feel like I'm gonna hold my thoughts here for a second. We're gonna look at these outfits. Okay. I don't remember it being so. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff that's like really, really extra. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's always somebody that comes out and it's an outrageous, you know, outfit. And it's always polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it, and all that stuff. But this right here is well, to me that's fine. But to me, some of this is just really over the top. Are there photos? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Like, I think he said to his stylist, you know, to the designer, hey, I kind of want a MC Hammer vibe, but he did it the opposite way. So instead of parachute pants, he's like, I want parachute sleeves. I don't know what this is. Or one of those fans, you know what I mean? Doesn't it kind of look like, I feel like he could take flight. That's just me. Like, I don't understand why this happens like this. I would kill to see a guy just show up, or a person just show up in a beautiful gown, right? Not something like this.
Seriously, looks like it's out of a medieval video game or something. Like Final Fantasy style clothing. That's what he's got.
I don't know. Like, he's like, man, I was on acid and I was playing Fortnite and I thought of this. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Chris CCC just said, can he just express himself? Sure. But what is this? What is he saying?
I think his pants are like a map of the world.
It is.
Sure.
It is. But and then it's well, now because I'm actually looking at the design. Okay. You know, it's pro LGBTQ plus. I get it, but I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
The design. Okay.
Oh, echo. Now, Lil Nas X wanted to come out as a black C-3PO. So there's that.
A little left right here. You look amazing. Hold on, wait for them to get out of the way. Wait for them to get out of the way.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Can we repeat that again? You look amazing, N-word. I'm sorry. Hold on. I think that's what he just said. Hold up.
A little left right here. You look amazing. Hold on.
You look amazing, N-word. That's the most. Oh, yeah.
What he just said. Hold up.
There's echo going on. I don't know why. Yeah. There's echo. I don't know what's going on.
It's the most. Oh, yeah. What he just said. Hold up.
I don't know. Whoever has their computer on, mute the sound. Thank you. All right.
Wait for them to get out of the way. Wait for them to get out of the way. That's right in front of you this way. That's it. Yeah. We have a big smile.
Okay.
Right in front of you this way.
Oh, wait. The big reveal. Here we go. A chocolate C-3PO. A golden Captain EO. That's a deep cut, by the way. Or this is like the Wizard of Oz. He's the Tin Man. But he got like, you know what I mean? Tin Man, like, you know, put out a mixtape, started making some money, so he decided to put, you know what I'm saying? Instead of gold teeth, instead of a grill, he just, you know, kind of redid his whole exterior. This is literally what we're seeing right here.
Wow, look at that! Right in front of you, right in front! Right here.
Too short for C-3PO.
You know what I'd like to know is if he can sit down. I don't think he can sit down. Look at that. He can't even move. He can't even move, y'all. Hold up. He can't even turn around properly. Look at this.
No, right here. Guys, come on down this way. No. Watch this.
He can't even move, y'all.
Over your shoulder. Over the shoulder back here.
Okay. That's enough. That's enough on that one. Yes, this is. He had a different outfit underneath, y'all. He had a third outfit. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it because we can. So you took all of that off.
Yes. Work it.
Okay, that's enough. I'm sorry. Why? See. Like, what is up here, guys? I mean, Lady Justice, say something because you ain't say nothing yet.
I don't have no words.
What is going on here?
All these outfits are, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, this is just what they do at the Met.
Why?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Why?
I don't even know.
I'm just saying, like, he got this dude. I think it's a guy. I feel bad. I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just saying. He got a puppy dog purse. Like, he got a hot dog puppy. He got a dachshund purse. Like, you can't even put nothing in that. Look how small that thing is. That tiny. Oh, what are you gonna put in? That. Oh, look at that. That's. I'm looking at just the purse. I haven't even looked up north yet. You feel me?
I think his purse is like supposed to be designed like a gun or something, or her. I don't know. I can't tell who it is.
I think I think that's a beard underneath there. So I don't know. But like I said, what is that dough? Is he a beekeeper? I'm having way too much fun with this. But is he a beekeeper, yo?
I have no clue.
I have no clue. I don't know. Between this and Simone Biles, I don't know, Star outfit and Rihanna's big old I'm going to the Arctic, I'm going to the tundra cold jacket. I don't
see you like I'm watching this live like for the first time with my own. I'm looking at this with fresh eyes. Okay. You say Simone Biles? Wait. You said Simone Biles was there too?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Then you said Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Okay, we're gonna look for these. Hold on. Hopefully they're in here. We're gonna get through these, but I'm just looking at this like, what is this dough? He's a beekeeper, but he's got a top hat. Do you see that? I think it's a top hat and he's a beekeeper. So he you know, it's like just in case you're doing like a black tie event next to a hive of bees. Wear this. You can still wear your top hat and you can still get protected by the bees. But let's continue.
I think you're right. There's like some hair on the chin. It looks like a little beard.
There's a little hair on his chinny chin.
Yeah, it's probably a dude.
I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Okay. So wait a second. Somebody said that's Erykah Badu. You lying. Oh, it is Erykah Badu.
It's hard to see through that.
This should not surprise us. This should not surprise us for Erykah Badu. This is probably tame compared to some of the stuff that she be wearing.
But I thought that was a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that is not.
She channeled her inner Tyrone. That's what you're picking up on.
I guess that's why Kardashians was more form-fitting.
This is really I feel so bad because under it now I see her face. From the way it looks like there's a beard right here and there's the chin. It's not. That's her mouth right there. There's okay, I see it now. Damn. So there it is. Erykah Badu is moonlights as a beekeeper. Just a high fashion one. I feel bad though. I thought that was a man. It's like if the Mad Hatter wanted to be Keep. Okay, I'm done. People are going crazy over this one too. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian must still be smashing Kanye West. That's just what I think. Now, there's speculation that she's doing this to promote his album, Donda. But I mean, this to me, I don't even know what this is. I don't know.
But I think a man was wearing it too that came with her. I don't know who it was though.
Of course, we don't know. The face was covered. How would we know?
Point.
How would we even know that was her? You know what I'm saying?
Unless she had her security staff with her.
Right. They're like, that's Kim. That's Kim Kardashian.
She looked like a Dementor to me. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's one of the biggest dreams.
She looks like a what?
A Dementor from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
If you go to the reactions to Kim Kardashian,
I'll
that I
get
say
to it.
here, you can see some of that.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get to it, but we're just looking at this in passing real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yep, there it is. Dementor, right there. That's funny. Okay. What is this?
Oprah was there too. I didn't see that one.
But like I said, what is this one too? Hold on. Let me blow this up so we can all see it a little bit better. What is that? My Little Pony. You know what I'm saying?
Looks like her dress is about to eat you.
Yeah. I don't even know if it looks like it's a romper kind of thing. I don't even know what to say about this. And somebody out here is going, yes. Just saying. Slay bitch. Literally. This is slaying. She should be pulling a sleigh. See what I did there? I mean, it's not a reindeer, but you know what I'm saying. It's a horse, isn't it? Is that a horse? Is that a pony?
Maybe.
Is that
I mean, she's got her hair like a ponytail.
Yeah,
and
ponytail.
Yeah, I think she's trying to go for a horse or something like that, or maybe a donkey. Who knows?
She got a partner though too. Like I said, this is My Little Pony. Okay. This is ridiculous to me. Now I understand he's got an album, Frank Ocean, but he showed up with a robotic. Let me say that again so you hear it. He showed up with a robotic baby on his hip, Frank Ocean. Like I said, at some point it's going to be like, oh my gosh, Little Nas X is covered in his own feces and vomit for the Met Gala. It's absolutely astonishing. Like, I'm waiting for that kind of ridiculousness. Real talk. We got robotic babies and people dressed up as My Little Ponies and like what? There it is.
It's terrifying.
That is a robotic baby. I'm just letting that sink in for a little bit. That was his fashion statement. I know that's like on the cover of his album and all that, and this is, for him trying to promote his ish, but really though, a robotic baby. Let's I'm gonna kill the sound, but just let's see it moving.
That thing should be destroyed. It reminds me of Child's Play.
Is he having a conversation with the baby though too? He's like, hey, he's talking to the baby. Hey, look over there.
Tony's alive, man.
Wow. So he showed up with that. He showed up with a baby, robotic baby, a demonic baby. We have this also, equal rights for women.
Oh, this kind of reminds me of AOC's
we're getting to it.
Rich dress.
Oh, we getting to it, trust. Oh, we gonna get to it. But I don't Okay, Lady Justice, you know what I'm saying? You're a woman. I'm sure you like fashion. What do you think of this one right here?
That's not fashion to me.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, that looks like that's a protest outfit. I mean,
it's coming up.
Also, I just sent you another one. It's one of the normal costumes, or like one of the weird costumes, but it's not in this set. It was one of the stranger ones I saw.
Information Man show. I can't pull it up, but he said Halloween in September. I literally was about to say this is like the biggest costume party ever, right? Mm-hmm. It's not really fashion, you know what I'm saying? But because to me, this does not scream fashion. This is just like, let me get the most gaudy, most outlandish ideas on cloth. Mm-hmm. But here comes the one that I think is I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to take a look at it. Yes, AOC. Tax Z rich. In my personal opinion, is okay. I get what she's trying to say, but I feel like this is the most hypocritical dress I've ever seen.
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, I wonder how much that dress actually costs.
Thank you.
$30,000.
The designer,
it was
for you to say tax the rich and then to wear an uber expensive, frivolous outfit. Like, to me, this would have been like a good example. I remember Emma Watson went to some event where she wore recycled items. She worked with a designer to create a statement about the environment and recycled items. Like I thought that meant something. Like this, like you're saying, it's hypocritical. Just doesn't. That's just ironic.
And she technically broke the law by going there because they gave her a free $35,000 ticket, which you are not allowed to accept gifts of that size if you're a politician. So technically, she broke the law to go there. You know, she technically got a $35,000 event for free, and her dress, she said, was also $30,000. So. I mean, you're seeing 60,000 there, easy at the start. But
tax the rich in a room full of rich people, where everybody's spending a crap ton of money, most likely, to wear the clothing that they are wearing, because they probably, some of them, I'm sure, paid their designers to make those clothes that they put on their bodies, to go to a rich ass, outlandish event where they're probably drinking the finest of champagnes and eating the most dandiest of caviar. And yet wearing this, like I said, I just think kind of hypocritical. Just saying. I like AOC. So don't get it twisted. And I'm with this. Let's please tax the damn rich. But is this the right place to put it at?
No.
I think not.
But this is
or Lady Justice, go ahead.
This was that slippery slope when it comes to politicians. And you start off with good intentions. You want to be the civil servant, and then
the system gets you.
The indulgence gets you, and then you just keep falling lower and lower and lower. And I was also going to add that, she's not only there in a room full of wealthy, but she's also in a room full of individuals that love performative activism. Mm-hmm. That it's not, they don't really, some of them do, but some of them don't really put impact to what they just throw money at it and think it's going to resolve anything. They're not getting arrested with, the water protectors. They're not getting arrested with, Black Lives Matter protesters. They're, they say they support all of these things, but they just throw money at it. So if I was a progressive politician, this would not be an event that I would be at.
Yeah, and I do want to point out that so if you get over $50 in a calendar year as a politician, you have to report it. If it's over $200 and you don't report it, it's a crime. If it's over $2,000, it's actually supposed to be returned to the government. So she broke the law.
What if this stuff was just, if she did break the law?
If it was all free, she technically broke the law by accepting it, even if she went to the event.
But if you really think about it, there's got to be some sort of loophole, because I'll say this, maybe she did break the law. We don't know. But at the same time, how can any person who's a politician or doing something in the world trying to change the world be able to go to these certain events? I'm sure there's other politicians that have shown up to, or elected officials that have shown up to these kinds of events, maybe not dressed up like this, but at the same time, there's got to be a loophole, because it just doesn't make sense. I don't think she would go and do something like this if there was a risk of her getting of her breaking the law. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, if you go to the U.S. Office of Government Ethics, it's illegal. I mean, that's all I can say is like it's illegal according to, the government. So
Fair enough.
Because this happened in the military too. You can't give anyone too much of a gift without filing it, otherwise it's a crime.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we're gonna move on to the next these other looks. And I gotta find this Naomi. There's Naomi Osaka. There's which is interesting, and then there's Simone Biles and all that. But when it comes to this photo or this dress, I get what she's trying to do here. I get it. I just don't know if this is the right place or the time to do it. But I do think also when it comes to, like we just saw the other one, like the one right before it, equal rights for women. I'm with that all day long. Of course. But does it have to be so gaudy? Maybe they could have done it in a much more tasteful way. I don't know. I understand that piece. You know what I'm saying? Equal rights for everyone. Yes, tax the rich all day freaking long. All freaking day long. But I'm going, okay, is this the right time or place to do it? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But moving on. Oh, my dear God. She really just said that. Do you know what that? Yeah, she just said that. In a a faux bulletproof vest? Or is that like a umpire's vest that got thrown in the dryer for too long and it shrunk? But she's saying that. Interesting, right? Mm-hmm. Rihanna leaves. Okay. Here it is. Yeah. I don't know why. Like, why? I'm sorry. ASAP and Rihanna together. One's wearing his favorite cereal, Twix, and another one. She does look like she's about to go into the Arctic. You know what I'm saying?
So last night, on I think it was at Lovely Tea, someone kept dropping super chats. I want to say, saying that they were suspicious. I think it was it Rihanna? But they were saying that they believed that Rihanna was pregnant, and that's why she wore this, because she was talking about her other outfits of the past, which were body form fitting to this now. So there's some suspicion that Rihanna is pregnant.
She could very well be. I can see that. I can see that. Here it is though. With her outfit, I'm not even looking at ASAP's choice, because I feel like he just was like, baby, I don't have anything to wear. He's like, just go and use the quilt over there on the couch. And he's like, bet. He just took it. And there you have it. But this to me is tame. In comparison to everything else that we've seen, this is tame. I'm just saying that. Pretty damn tame. Oh no.
Oh
no. Oh no. Okay, so here it is. I love the color purple, literally the color purple, and the movie The Color Purple, but I didn't think she was going to do this. Is a bad callback to a really great movie, by the way. I'm sorry. Why?
I can't. My eyes hurt.
Like, it's a beautiful color too. Look at that color. Gorgeous. But what? This was a choice. This was a choice. Oh my God. Okay. He is I don't know what that is. But there you go, man. She came in her curtains. OJ 90 just said she came in her curtains. Yes, she really did. Bruh. Somebody said that this is slaying. I'm sorry. Somebody said that this is slaying. But somebody did say, yeah, girl, you look great. Let's go.
Honestly, she looks to me that like you could like take her, flip her up, and put her in a gift bag, and she would be that tissue paper.
I was just about to say this. I was just about to say that, but look at that. Bruh. This is another why. Why? This doesn't make any sense to me. Somebody said that this is slang.
I mean, like, what I want to know is why aren't we seeing like the woman in the pink? Like, bring that to the forefront. That dress looks gorgeous, and I believe that yellow one next, if I'm not mistaken, I saw that one too, and I think that that one was really gorgeous as well. But they love the bazaar, so I mean,
this is bad. You know, this is like the candy that you get. You know, the candy that you get during Halloween that's like wrapped in the black or orange wax paper that you never eat. Is usually the last thing that you eat, most likely, because when you're desperate for something sweet, but you're like, it's the last thing I got is this or the Tootsie Rolls or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or it's the Whoppers. You know what I mean? That's what she looks like, except purple. That's what it looks like to me. Yeah. It looks like it's been stapled together. I'm like, have mercy. Come on, man.
It reminds me of the
Let's
the
get it
Good
back
Witch.
one more time. Say again, what?
Reminds me of the Good Witch from Oz.
Word. See, we don't see her boots. I wanted to see her boots if they're like curved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no. Okay, we got this guy here. Come on now. Like, the only thing that's kind of dope on him is that piece that he got right here on his neck. I don't know what he was trying to do here, but look at that. See, now this is tame. Who the heck is this? Oh, Kristen Stewart. That's tame. See, that's normal. You see what I'm saying?
It's still hideous. It's the jacket for me.
I mean, it's ugly, yes, but it's not. She's not wearing, like meat. You know what I'm saying? Like Lady Gaga, I think one time showed up to something wearing all meat, just draped in meat, cutlets. Real talk, ribeyes and chuck roast and all that stuff, just all over her body. So I mean, this is tame in comparison to what we've seen. I don't know what this is. She's an Easter egg. I don't even know who this is, to be really honest. But wow. See, but this is tame in comparison to what we've seen so far. Now I want, oh my dear God, what is this? What is this? See, it's like Halloween. It really is Halloween. Halloween at its finest. Somebody said a Fabergé egg. Exactly. Good call, Vic Wicked. Yeah. Now we got, this is when Spider-Gwen gets bit by the radioactive spider. Like, this is the origin story. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it looks like.
That's exactly what it looks like. So I didn't see Simone Biles. Now I need to find Simone Biles.
I gave you a link.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay, hold up. In the chat?
Yep. And it just says Simone, and then it's the.
Oh, thank you. Found it. Because now. Now I want to see that. Hold on, guys. Oops. Nope. Ba-boom. Okay. So here is Simone Biles. And I've never seen it. It says she made her Met Gala debut in a stunning 88-pound gown. And I haven't even seen it yet. I'm not lying. I just see the top of her head.
It weighs more than she does.
Bruh. Okay.
It's got Swarovski crystals on it. It just.
Drum roll, please. What? Where's the full outfit?
Scroll down.
Oh,
there you go.
My God. What is this? How is that 88 pounds? How's that 88 pounds?
It's Swarovski crystals. Also into it. And it's like, and it's weird because like the dress itself is like two pieces. So there's the train, and then they say like the upper part with like the hips is like the mini skirt, and she's got like a bodysuit on underneath it. It's not a fan.
You know why the bodysuit is on there, right? It's just in case she gets too uncomfortable and she could take that off, and then she could rock the bodysuit. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with Captain EO. You know what I mean? The black C-3PO. You know, Lil Nas X. That's why he had the metal, you know, the black Tin Man thing going on. You know what I mean? And then, because he's not going to be able to sit down to that ish. So he had that other piece underneath so he can be comfortable, sit, cross his legs, do whatever he needs to do. Because he ain't going to be walking around looking like that the entire event, right? So I feel like that's the same thing over here too. You feel me? But that is not gangsta. Hold on, we got a super chat I want to pull up here really quick. Industrial Arts Denver, Colorado. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. He says they said all the fashion designers have been cooped up for a whole year, and they're testing all their B-sides on the runway. Pretty much. I feel like that's every year, though. Every single year. They try to do the most outlandish, most gaudy stuff. And it's like, this is the time that you do it right now. On this person's body. Like Simone Biles, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Simone Biles, come on, man. Come on, girl. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like when I look at like fashion, when I look at these outfits and all that, I keep looking at like these are people that have an image to uphold, right? They're creating their own legacies. But where on God's green earth do they think that this looks good? Or how is this good publicity for them to look like a fool? Because I get it. You mentioned Lady Justice. You said earlier, hey, see the girl in the pink behind Whoopi Goldberg? Mm-hmm. That pink dress is gorgeous. But guess what? We're not seeing that right now. Why? Because it's not gaudy. Because she probably looked elegant. She probably looked amazing. She probably looked like a damn supermodel. You know what I mean? Belle of the ball type of thing, right? Mm-hmm. But we're not seeing it because it's not outlandish. It's not loud and in your face. So of course they're gonna. This is the stuff that makes the headlines. This is the stuff that we all talk about. This is the stuff that we're showing right now. If we just showed that girl in the pink, yeah, we'd be like, all right, yeah, she was cool. Yeah, whatever. But the fact is, this is hilarious stuff. But you were gonna say, David?
Hey, I'm gonna send it again over private, but you should shut off the Grimes costume too, because it's ridiculous. For some reason, it's not on that list.
That wasn't in on that list, but yes, Grimes isn't Grimes Elon Musk's baby mama. I think she is, and I could be wrong, but I think Grimes is Elon Musk's baby mama. But apparently, there's a photo of. Wait, where is it? I clicked on something and I'm seeing Normani.
Sorry. That's the one dress I wanted to show you that to me, it's still over the top, but I feel like it's gorgeous at the same time.
Yes, but see what I'm saying though? No one's talking about it. You see what I'm saying? Holy crap. That is kind of badass though. Grimes looks kind of badass. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be straight funky. Hold up. We're gonna take a look at this. I think it looks kind of badass. Hold on. Like she looks like she's coming out of like a video game. Look at that. That's kind of badass. I think that's kind of badass. And apparently she melted a AK-47, right? And turned it into a sword?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? So that sword is an AK, or used to be an AK-47. I think that ish goes hard though. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I would be like, yo, you look bad. You look badass. That looks dope. In my personal opinion, that looks dope. Hold on. I see a comment that I think is going to be interesting to read here. Hold on. Boom. A Rain, right? 22. Thank you so much for the comment on YouTube. They said the Met Gala, formerly called the Costume Institute Gala or the Costume Institute Benefit, and also known as the Met Ball, is an annual fundraising gala for the benefit of Metropolitan's Museum of, there's a second part, of Arts, Costume Institute in New York City. It marks the opening of the Costumes Institute's annual fashion exhibit. Interesting. So then, okay, that makes sense. It would be like out there, outlandish and crazy and over the top, right? Because they're just going by tradition. But like I said, some of them are really, really pretty. Like I'm going to show Normani's one, by the way, where it's just not over the top. Where did that go? Hold on one second, guys. Bam. That's Normani's. Now, here's the thing. Beautiful dress. Yes, it is big. It is very theatrical, but it's beautiful. But notice, they're talking about it, but they're not going, look at this ridiculous dress. You know what I mean? Look at this damn fool with his pants on the ground. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that. They're just going, oh, she looks elegant, lovely. Normani. You know what I'm saying? But it's not all this. She ain't wearing meat. Let's just say that. Okay? She's not looking like a chocolate C3PO. You feel me? A gold Tin Man. I was expecting to be like, get on down the road. Like I was expecting the Wiz. I'm looking for Dorothy and the little dog too. You know what I'm saying? But they never showed up. He went solo today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a interview with like some of these designers in the past, and they do say that most of these clothing are just for a show and like one show. They're not actually meant to ever be worn practically or usefully in any way whatsoever. So, I mean, a lot of these are just $10,000 show pieces or more for the most part that they're probably never going to wear again.
Oh hell!
Could donate it maybe and feed some people with those dresses. Right. You can feed a family for a long time with one of those dresses.
Oh hell yeah! Let me be real with you though. Most of these celebrities are not ever going to be seen in that dress ever again. That's just how it is. I mean, especially if you're, of that stature, of that level of popularity, they don't repeat looks very often. The look is done, it's over, and then it gets put off into storage, or that designer has it to put into their shop to show off what they've done for that person so that they can promote their work, so they can get more clients. But other than that, like, yeah, that's it. It's a one and done type of deal. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? But I would love to have that sword. I'd put that sword like right up there on the wall. That sword is kind of badass. I'm being real. I thought she looked kind of badass. But moving on, we got to go into this next story real quick. It's a small one, okay? And it has to do with Nicki Minaj. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there. She got her barbs out there, all right? So to all you barbs, we ain't trying to throw shade at Nicki Minaj. We ain't got time for it, okay? But there is some stuff that she has been saying recently that is causing a lot of backlash. People are starting to feel some type of way about this stuff. Now, I have to be very careful about what I'm saying or what I'm going to say here because, the bots. So let's jump into this. Now, there's a lot of backlash that she's been receiving because of what she has recently said on Twitter about her not going to certain events because of her fear of getting up to date. All right. Now, she just did a tweet, which we're going to read here on the show. And here's her tweet. It says, my cousin in Trinidad, won't get up to date because his friend got it and became impotent. He got a little ED, apparently. His boys became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Now, this is one of the main reasons why she is not showing up or going to certain events right now, because of fear of getting up to date. Now, there are obviously mandates that have been implemented in a lot of venues and at a lot of events. Some events are asking you even to show proof of getting a swab test. All right, doing the nasal thing, making sure that you're not sick. Okay, so some places are going, no, you at least have to have it within the past 3 days. The test. You don't have to be up to date, but you can also show proof that you ain't got it, right? So I don't know what the Met Gala was all about. She didn't go to that at all because they were asking for up-to-date mandates. All right. Now, people are going to town on this, on what she's saying. Some people are very upset because they say you have a responsibility. You have 22 million followers on your Twitter or wherever platform that she's on. You have a responsibility to promote, to promote getting up to date. I do have a clip I want to show because there is somebody who has been feeling some type of way, and we're going to take a look at that as well. 1 second.
And people like Nicki Minaj, I have to say this. You have a platform, sister, that is 22 million followers. Okay, I have 2 million followers. You have 22 million followers on Twitter. For you to use your platform to encourage our community to not protect themselves and save their lives, my God, sister, you could do better than that. You got that platform. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you got that people listen to you. And they listen to you more than they listen to me. For you to use your platform to put people in the position of dying from a disease they don't have to die from. Oh my God, as a fan, as a hip hop fan, as somebody who was your fan, I'm so sad that you did that.
So some people feel some type of way. Like, she's not alone here. This woman right here, she is not alone. Joy Ann Reid is not alone in her thoughts right here. Now, of course, when it comes to this tweet, she says, so just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied into your decision. And here's the thing. I don't think she's wrong with what she's saying. Yes, she has a responsibility. She's got 22 million followers or whatever. She got a big ass platform. All right. Maybe she shouldn't have started off the tweet with that information that she gave off. Because everyone has different reactions to getting getting up to date, right? To getting the poke or not get the poke. But some people have been getting some interesting reactions to the poke. Now, I can't go any further than that. I'm not going to go any further than that. Neither of any of us are going to go any further on that conversation. But we are going to talk solely about this thing. She has a responsibility. Yes, she does. I feel like she could have said, yeah, I've had my hesitations because of blah, blah, blah. But pray on it. Make sure you're comfortable with it. And make sure that the decision that you make is your decision, not because you got, say, family members that are breathing down your neck. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. It is your body. It is your choice whether to do whatever you want with it. I mean, unless you live in Texas. But other than that, that's another conversation in itself. I do believe that, hey, we do have a responsibility to be safe and do what we need to do that we are comfortable with without a shadow of a doubt to do so that we don't get sick. Now, if that means that you take a little bit of time to do your research, to look up certain things, to do what you need to do, I don't see anything wrong with that. And nor should anyone be thrown under the bus for wanting to make sure that the decision that they make is fully 110% sound. There's nothing wrong with that. I will never throw judgment on any person if they're saying, I just have a little bit of hesitation. You know, I'm quite vexed about whether to get this or not. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, baby. I ain't mad at you. At least you're thinking about it. There are other people out here that are sitting there going, hell to the no. They're running as far away from it as they can. They are going out of their way to go to, there was something on the Benjamin Dixon show that we talked about yesterday morning, where there was there's a chiropractor that's literally writing out like, I don't even know what the right word is, but like passes, I guess, so that they don't have to wear masks in schools or in public places, just from a doctor's note, right? People are going out of their way instead of actually doing the research, finding out the information, seeing what works, and see if it does work for them. And look on both sides of the fence, because here it is. Some of us are only looking down our own echo chamber, and we're not looking at the other side, especially the people that are anti all day long. They're only listening to the anti-echo chamber. But what about the good side of the things? What about the good side effects? We have a friend of ours, family member, right here on the show with us right now. She's up to date. She got sick. But because she got up to date, the symptoms weren't as bad. I have a family member that caught it too. And real talk, their symptoms were minimal because they got up to date. So I urge every single last one of y'all to make the decision for yourself, not because Nicki Minaj is saying something. Trust me, I don't think you should be listening to Nicki Minaj in the first place, as far as her own personal opinions about things. But when it comes to your own body and your own decisions, look those things up. Look on both sides of the fence and make sure that the decision that you make is the right decision for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to have to live with it. You're the one who's going to have to fight through it. No one else has to. It's going to be you in the bed, writhing around, hot and cold sweats, diarrhea, intense migraines, and feeling like you're going to die. That's up to you, not anybody else. David.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess she can say whatever she wants, really, but I don't know. So I can't really talk about the science. This is what's killing me here, but I mean, I guess she's sharing her experiences. It's within the realms of possibility. It's very rare, but it's within the realms of possibility. It's far less frequent than if you got the virus itself, which is the case for most of these side effects. So it is possible it was a side effect. I'll link people to a study describing it as a rare side effect from the National Library of Medicine in chat. But and I'll also send one from testicular pain as an unusual presentation of COVID-19 because both effects seem to cause it, unfortunately. And usually, though, we see that if these side effects are related, they're almost always worse if you do not have the poke. You have about I can't talk about it, but you have a good chance of being okay.
We got to be very careful, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You have a good chance of being okay either way, but you're more likely to be okay with testicular issues from the shot than you are from the natural illness.
Like I said, you know, I also say this too, outside of this conversation of to get the poke, not to get the poke, which of course we can get into that conversation, and we will most likely do that on a private Patreon show here in the very near future. But the other reason I think, and this is something deeper, and it's beyond mandates and whether, you know, why she's not at this gala. My personal opinion and my personal thoughts are it's who she's got a kid with. Now, I don't know if you guys know about all this. Of course, I'll throw it over to you, Breon, here in a second. I'm sorry. But I hate to say this, but I keep on looking at this as this is just a cop-out. This is her using this as an excuse because, honestly, her man can't travel. And her man is trying to be her manager. This is her baby daddy, who also is a registered SO, because we can't use that word either. He's a registered SO. All right, because of some terrible things that he did in his past, so he can't go hop around from state to state and city to city because there's certain rules and guidelines because he's a registered SO. So what do you think? She doesn't perform at the VMAs. She's not showing up at the Met Gala. Why? She's sitting there going, "Oh no, it's because of the mandates." No, I think it's just an excuse for her to lean on. Because her man can't go to these certain events with her. That's my personal opinion on it. Like I said, Barbs, don't come at me. I don't want no smoke. But at the same time, think about it. Her man just pleaded guilty for not registering as an SO. Because they just recently moved. Or they moved a while back. He didn't register himself as an SO. So he pled guilty on that ish. Why? Because he did some crazy, outlandish, heinous crime to a young woman when he was a young man. SA with a deadly weapon. Just saying. And those are facts. You can look it up. Just go into the Googles and you'll find it for your own damn self. So you got somebody who's sitting there going, "Oh, no. This is the reason why we're not doing anything is because, because of the mandates." I don't know. Sure, make as many excuses as you can because you got to save face. Sure, that's fine. Protect your mans. That is your baby daddy. That is fine. But at the same time, don't spit out BS and scare 22 million people that may be going over there. You see what I'm saying? Maybe going down to the urgent care or to the CVS or the Walgreens or whatever you call it to get up to date. And then they see this and they go, oh no, swollen balls? No, thank you. Breon.
So where I was kind of thinking was along the lines of what you're covering about, who she's with, that being problematic. There are other allegations that, her and her partner have also harassed the victim from the crime. I don't know if the lawsuit is still happening, but I know at some point there was a lawsuit. I do agree. I think that's more of the reason. And I think she's using this as a crutch, or this is just a lie of omission that she's leaving some stuff out. And this is part of her rationale. And while I do firmly believe that we need to be responsible for the platforms we have, I will always state that. I just feel like it's kind of a waste of breath with her to be like, what platform you have. No, she has demonstrated by the decisions that she's made with the types of people she wants to consort with, the type of people she wants to have children with, who she is. So we have to start attacking this from a different direction, whether it's the Black community looking at ways to combat potentially misleading information, but we have to start thinking about ways around this, because calling out someone with a platform of 22 million, as much as I want to hold that person accountable, this person has demonstrated time and time again over the course of their career and over the people they choose to consort with about what kind of person they are. And at the end of the day, that's not a person who's going to be responsible for their platform of 22 million people. So how do we, as responsible individuals, whether it's, the doctors, whether it's those who host platforms, to help shift the direction and the narrative to be healthy? And I think that that's what's more valuable and more important to me when I think about this. Like, it's just, for me, it's kind of like an eye roll. Like, I wouldn't trust touching her with a 10-foot pole. So I, it's not someone that I would look to for information, but you have to start thinking of proactive, a proactive approach or proactive narrative to help starting to change people's minds, to get them from clinging so heavily to these individuals that in some ways they kind of worship, which honestly, I feel like that was just a waste of breath to call her out and say, you have this platform, because guess what? She's been called out before for her platform. She doesn't change. Why are we, to me, this is not news. It's how do we get to those 22 million? To me, that's the most important part, is how do we get to the 22 million? Because she's obviously not going to be accountable to them.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You are absolutely right with what you just said there. Because at some point we have to start looking at our own selves and stop looking at our celebrities as, especially when, not trying to knock any person who makes music or anything like that, but especially when they're not a public speaker in that way. They ain't Oprah. Like, if this came from Oprah, right, I feel like this would have a lot more weight. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like people would start tripping if this came from Oprah. See what I'm saying? Or if this came from AOC, or if this came from Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris. Actually, I haven't said that phrase in a long time. Vice President Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? If it came from somebody who has that kind of platform in which people turn to for hope, for guidance, for leadership, I feel like the weight of this would be a lot bigger. But yes, you are the company that you keep. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I know what's going on behind closed doors between them. All right. There could really be some real love there. I mean, I'm sure there is. They have a child together and they still together. And she is now having him work with his ass. Or she is having him work for her ass. So obviously she likes having him around. All right. But at the same time, yes, she is probably not making the best decisions in her life, in general. But why come out here and put it out there for 22 million people to see? And I get it. You want to let people know your personal experience or your family's personal experience or the friend of a friend of a friend that had swollen balls. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I feel like there's a certain amount of responsibility regardless, especially when there's a lot of people who are scared. There's a lot of people that are scared. That's why yes, the numbers are the numbers of people getting up to date are climbing, but people are scared, and that's okay. That's absolutely okay. Real quick, I just wanted to throw this comment up here real quick. Okay?
Oh yeah, you have
two things, and then I'll throw it to you, Brian. I promise. Sakpase, thank you so much for the for the comment. He said, we get to the point where the vax and the unvax going to be separated. It might get to that point. I don't know, man, because I'm seeing crazy stuff now, where I'll walk by a restaurant. Oh, that looks really good. I'm with some friends, and then all of a sudden somebody goes, "Hey, look at the sign," and they'll sit there and say, "You must be fully up to date to walk into this B." Wow, it's kind of like, oh wow, it's like that now. Okay, and it's like, all right, fine, we're moving on. But at the same time, I can see people feeling some type of way. They're like, I just want sushi, man, and this is my favorite spot, but now I can't go in because I'm not up to date. What the hell? But then there are other places on the other side that are sitting there going, we're not letting anybody in who is up to date. So there is some craziness that's going on. Real quick, I got one more thing, and I'm going to open up to you guys. I promise. Mercedes, thank you so much for the $15 super chat. I'm going to clap to that. The highest one in the highest super chat for the day. I do appreciate it. They said, and my favorite car in the world, the Pascal show is my new favorite show to watch. Keep up the great work. Dag nabbit. See, this is when I wish I had like one of those MPC whatever machines where I can boop, you know what I mean, and play like a round of applause or like and I know some people are like, hell no, you better not, Pascal, you better not play those sound effects, man. But I wish I could, just for these kind of moments. You know what I'm saying? When people show some love to the show and say that they love the show. You feel me? But it's okay. It's okay. We can clap together. Clap, mother lovers.
Yay.
Yes. But Brian had it first. I'm going to throw it to you first. What are your thoughts real quick?
Well, this is what you just said really quick. I think you should actually make the sound effects yourself. I think that would be really funny and not actually have the sound. I think you should just do them with your own voice.
Oh,
but
then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
$15 super chat. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
I think that would be different. And then what I was actually going to say was, I feel like people focus on not necessarily one situation, because we know that there could be multiple elements that are caused by certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like one person will post one story and then it'll be like panic. Like, oh, well, because this happened to one person who knew someone. Okay, that's enough for me. And then they live in the fear of one story. Not to say that there isn't other evidence, but then it's kind of like the argument that people are saying, well, 90% of people are surviving. Well, it's like, this is rare, but you take the rarest thing and you hold on to it, and you fearmonger off of it. And I think that's what creates dangers, is that now we do have this story out there now in the ether, and people are going to cling to one thing to make a decision, and it's not a healthy decision. And this just kind of goes with the soapbox I've been saying before, is that this is where starting critical thinking skills and really, really honing them starting in elementary school is really critical, because people need to be able to pull information from different sources and put it together, instead of being one story or one small fact decision makers that make them live in fear, or make them make really poor choices off of really limited information.
Mm-hmm. David.
Yeah, I was going to say that keeping up to date is going to become a more complicated issue that we're going to be seeing in the future. I mean, right now, Fauci and the CEO of Pfizer are talking about getting updates every 6 months, but the WHO and other organizations are saying that they shouldn't happen at all because other people need those first. But from what we're seeing, based on the latest studies, they wanted, and what Moderna and Pfizer themselves are saying, they want to start doing boosters at a 6-month rate because that seems to be what you need to do. As far as a bunch of studies that have came out, I can't get into them, but either way. So right now we're looking at like 55% of people have all of their pokes, and about another 25% have natural immunity. So, I mean, staying up to date is the thing on here because that's one of those big things that everyone's talking about. A lot of scientists are disagreeing with Fauci because Fauci is saying that people should get another poke, but some scientists are saying that that's unnecessary. But either way, we know that after 6 months, you do need some sort of update. So we're probably going to start seeing updates every 6 months once they figure it out. There's just some concerns about efficacy and possibilities of too much of it in your body. They don't know what that could do yet. So they're looking into that.
Yeah, I mean, like we've said a million times before, things are new, right? Things are still brand new, and I think they're still tweaking things and trying to make things better. There are new versions of things coming out, so that people who want to get up to date can actually go and get up to date. I do hate more than anything in the world how polarizing it has become, where suddenly you are judged for either being up to date or not being up to date. It is a very frustrating thing. Understandably, it is a very frustrating time too. It is very frustrating as well that we do have these wonderful platforms that we have called social media, where if you go down the wrong rabbit hole, you can get all kinds of wrong information out there. And then those same things are being out here, are being people like celebrities and all that are getting that same wrong information and blasting it on their social medias as well, instead of giving people the facts that they really do need to hear, the right facts, right? Not just fabricated, made up things. And it's funny because 9/11 just recently happened. I just need to jump on this really quick. Let me just tap on this really quick. So 9/11 just recently happened, okay? Or the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and it's a very serious thing. I had my own firsthand experience of it. Absolutely terrifying. Seeing the planes go in, all that stuff. I was living there in New York, and there's a reason why I'm saying this, okay? So just roll with me on this story, y'all. So I'm there. I see these things. I'm one of the guys, some of the lucky people, covered in soot, fearing for my life, running away from a wall of dust because one of the buildings went down. And of course, seeing everything with my own two eyes, right? So flash forward a decade and a half later, 15 years later, something like that. I'm sitting down, I'm interviewing a person that I personally know. And suddenly we get into the conversation because I guess it was around the same time of 9/11. All right. And out of nowhere, we're having this conversation. Now, this person didn't even know that I was there. Didn't even know that I witnessed this thing firsthand. But this person has the audacity to say that those planes, wait for it, were holograms. Now, this is during an interview that I'm having with this person. I'm not kidding. It was like more of a conversation. Old school podcast type stuff. All right. Now I'm sitting here. There's a reason why I'm saying this. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this person dead in the eye, and this person truly feels in their heart of hearts what they just said. And I literally say, I was there. I was at ground zero. I saw what happened. I witnessed 9/11 with my own two eyes. And you're telling me it was a hologram? This person still was like, yes, abso-freaking-lutely. It was a hologram. You didn't see any weird glitchy stuff when the planes went in or anything? I'm like, sweetheart, no.
Like a computer hologram is what he's saying or something?
Like a hologram. Like Tupac hologram. Whitney Houston going on tour, hologram. Them dead. Him dead. She dead, hologram. Hologram flying into the building and boom, poof. Okay? Let me just finish. Looking at this person dead in the eye, and I say this. Still, they don't believe me. Okay? Now, this is before the time that we had Instagram, the platforms that we have right now. Imagine the amount of misinformation and the amount of conspiracy theories that are being thrown out into the social media zeitgeist right now that we have to sift through just to see if we want to get up to date or not. This is a person, I'm just saying, that was just word of mouth. This was just something that she heard, that she felt in her heart of hearts was real. So she decided to say it out loud during an interview. Of course, in the interview, I cut it out because I didn't want her to come off like a complete imbecile. But at the same time, it's a small example of how crazy words, how crazy misinformation, conspiracy theories can turn into fact. All depending on who is delivering the message. So when it comes to this kind of thing, this is why I urge every single one of you, if you haven't gotten it or you're thinking about getting it, make sure you're talking to the right people. And I know that's very tough. A lot of y'all are going to sit there and go, well, who's the right person? I just don't know what to do. I understand that. Talk to people who are experts in this. Doctors, medical officials, medical experts that will give you an unbiased opinion about it. Talk to your doctor. Get a physical. Ask him if it's the right thing to do for you. And if he gives you the thumbs up, hey, man, and you want to do it, by all means, go and do it. But do not listen to pop stars that are using their 150 characters to spout out ridiculousness. I'm just saying. Because not every single person is going to have the same reaction to this poke. I'm being dead ass. Next thing you know, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, the needle went in, but it was a hologram. Bruh, I felt the prick. I felt the needle going to the skin. You talk about what? You saying this saline now? Come on, man. Shut the hell up. People, stop listening to your pop stars and listen to the people that really know what the hell they're talking about. Do your research. And she ain't wrong on that last part. That's when she got smart at the last part. Pray on it. Marinate on it. Okay? Ruminate. Meditate. Whatever you need to do. Run a mile. Think about whatever you need to do and make the right decision for yourself. But don't go, well, Nicki Minaj said somebody's balls got swollen. Nah. Some dude's balls in Trinidad. Come on, man. Come on.
Like, so did that guy come up with that himself or did he hear it from somebody else? Because that's like 1,000 years away from that in terms of technology or something. We're not even close to creating things that are hard light that could... I mean, like, who told him that? Do you know? Or did he just make it up in his head?
I have no bloody clue. Balls got swollen down in Trinidad. The balls, the testicles got swollen. And that's it. No proof, No video. Well, I don't need to see no swollen balls, but you know what I'm saying. No proof, no nothing. She's just saying the plums got a little too juicy after the poke. For me, it's just like I said. It's just like this hologram for 9/11. Do you realize? Let me just say this really quick, because I watched this documentary during the weekend, commemorating the 20 years of 9/11. There were literally engines from the airplane on the ground, pieces of the airplane scattered all throughout lower Manhattan. And you're telling me it was a damn hologram? And there are people out here that are thinking that. Really? They really think that these things were holograms. That this was the devil's work. I'm sorry. This is what's scary about the amount of misinformation and about the amount of information that is being spread out that is false. And that's just on 9/11, guys. So I'll say it again. Do not listen to just anybody. I don't care if that person's your best friend. This is a good friend of mine. I'm not kidding. I mean, I look at that person completely different now after she said hologram. I was offended, actually. But I was like, wow, this person's that closed-minded? That person's that gullible that they'll believe a hologram? A hologram, y'all. 9/11. Hologram. Really? So, when it comes to that, I urge every last one of y'all, talk to the right people. Like I said, if you're still on the fence about it, talk to the right people. If you're looking for guidance, you can find people that can guide you the right way. That's it. That's it. Okay? But don't listen to no Nicki Minaj. She talking about Anaconda. And come on now. She makes songs. She makes songs, guys. Okay? But unfortunately, we got to wrap up. We got to wrap up the show. But like I said, she ain't a government official. She ain't elected into anything. She out here twerking. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all need that entertainment. Okay? But she's not the person you should be going to find out whether you should or should not get up to date. Okay? So, guys, that is the show today. I want to say a big thank you to David and Breon for being on today. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it's a good
Always
show.
enjoy being here.
Hold up. Stacy Galore, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She says, fear-mongering is real. Absolutely. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I couldn't agree more. And there's a lot of people like right-wing media that likes to push it out there like that, like a mug. You know what I'm saying? And let me pause this really quick, and I'll put the music back on, I promise. But I want to point this out really quick. One thing. Haven't you noticed that like media has nothing else better to do but talk about this damn thing? I'm trying to find the right Rona. Has anybody else noticed that? You turn on CNN or Fox News or any of the other main media outlets, that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about. Anybody else notice that? I watch CNN like, it's like permanently burned onto my TV, for crying out loud. I turn it on, it's open. It's like another thing. Like it's like, oh my dear God, why? Can we talk about something else? Can you just play cute kitty videos for like 5 minutes? Just something. Anybody else notice this, or am I on crack?
Yeah, it's becoming a big issue. I think they're trying to use it as the new
right
kind of controversial thing.
But it just seems like, but it's all they talk about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's so many other things that we can talk about, yo. There's so many other things that we could talk about that are going on in the world, like the injustices and all that stuff. Shoot, you can throw out some Karen videos. I don't give a damn. Just anything else. But that's all they talk about. It's just insane to me, I'm even turning away from news outlets because I'm just tired of hearing this ish. I'm just tired of hearing the same old thing over and over and over again. But anyway, I digress. I just had to get that off my chest. Okay. But again, everybody, thank you guys. David, Lady Justice, again, thank you guys for being on. I really do appreciate it. Great show today. One thing, shameless plug, I have to do it. If you haven't gotten a chance to check out my cover song, you know, I'm back. I got back on the microphone, not to talk, but to actually sing. And if you're interested in checking that out, the link is down in the description box down below. Please go check it out. It's on a separate channel because I know some of y'all don't want to listen to my voice in the singing realm. But if you're interested and you like it and you enjoy it, if you don't mind hitting the subscribe button over on that channel, because I got more content like that coming up very, 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 very soon. And if you don't know about this stuff, I've been posting those things on our Patreon account. So please go over to patreon.com/the Pascal Show. You see it right there. It's going down that way on the ticker on the bottom. Patreon.com/the Pascal Show. Go and join that. You know what I mean? Check it out. If you like it, hit that like button, comment down below. That would really mean a lot. And of course, hit that subscribe button over there. Okay. More content like that coming very, very soon if you enjoy that kind of content. Okay. But I got something very fun for you guys for tomorrow. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Been working on a new parody. So hopefully you guys will have a good time hearing that as well. Also, that song, that parody is out on Patreon right now as we speak. Not the video, but the song. So if you just want a quick chuckle and you want to check it out, please go and check it out on Patreon. Again, right there. Going down. Patreon.com/the Pascal Show. Go and click and join that. And you can go and check it out and all of that. Do it here, bud. I don't know what do it here, bud means. Sidecar Tommy, what does do it here, bud? I don't know what that means. Comment real quick before I go bye-bye. If that's to me, I don't know. Maybe not. But definitely. Oh, and of course, if you haven't done it yet, hit that like button down below here. All right. Hit that subscribe button and all of that ish. That would really, really mean a lot. Oh, the music. See, now the thing is real quick, I'm going to say this. The reason why I'm splitting it up is because I feel like it's way too many things in one spot. You know, we do a lot of commentary. We talk about the news here. Yes, I got my comedy and all that here. But as far as me just singing, like really singing songs, I feel like there's an avenue for that. And not everybody wants to listen to it here. So I have it on this other channel because I want to separate things a little bit. Just in case if this channel goes bye-bye, it gets deleted or something like that, then I at least have that other channel so I can keep my music out. You know what I mean? Safely and all that. So I do appreciate the thought. It's been a debate amongst all of my friends, whether to put it all on here on just the Pascal Show or to put it onto a separate channel. And I opted out and said, I'm just going to put it on a separate channel for now until I feel safe to put everything, all my eggs in one basket, which is right here on the Pascal Show channel. So anyway, but if you haven't gotten a chance, go check it out. Please, please, please. There might be a show tonight, but it will be later on this evening. It would not be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I got some things I got to take care of this evening, unfortunately. But if I do jump on, it would be later on in the night, okay? Just to get you guys a heads up on that. So please go check Discord or the community page on this channel. I will let you guys know what time I'll be jumping on, okay? Anyway, it's time to get going. Much love to you guys, all right? Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon. We will be seeing you guys very, very soon. All right. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Homeowners and property managers, If you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood. We inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points: animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.